I hate airlocks, don't you?
Oh my god, that is one of the worst.
Systems.
Sometimes you just can't get it out.
I know. I don't know if I did or not. I just felt the pipe getting hot and then
So
the
what
return
job-
getting hot, but then I thought, that's
Like
it for
burning
me.
up, yeah.
I said to him, listen, check the hot water in the morning.
He just palmed it off. He just palmed it off, didn't you?
Just let me know. Yeah, haven't heard from him since, so hopefully.
The
he's,
boiler ends up firing up about 100 times trying to get it going.
What about electric cars then? What difference does it make?
You're not using fuel.
Where do they make electricity, Keiran?
Wind turbines.
No, they don't. They use like fossil fuel energy and that to make electricity, don't they? In power plants and stuff.
It might
So-
be less than running on
But
fuel.
what about getting rid of the car batteries, Keiran? Do you know how much does it cost though? Because everyone's looking at it as a way of saving money, but how much does it cost now to charge your car?
That's the consumer's problem, yeah. That's not like the global issue, like ruining the bloody world.
But there was incentives before to say that it was cheaper for you to
They'll
run
put
an
they
electric
can
car.
put the prices out any time
Yeah,
they
it'll all
want.
go up, won't it?
Yeah, everyone will go electric and it'd be like boom.
Yeah. Listen, we're all getting spanked one way or another, aren't we? Like we said at the beginning, it don't matter what government's in, we're all going to get spanked one way or another.
Hello, welcome to
Off the job!
Overtime, where there's banter and your stories shared. Please be warned, there may be some general explicit content. Hello everyone, back again with another Overtime episode.
Hello, Keiran, how are we?
I feel like I haven't seen you forever for some reason.
I know. It's been a long week, isn't it? It's been a long week. I had a long day yesterday. I was working on the job until 10:20.
And now you're off the job.
I hate airlocks, don't you?
Oh my god, that is one of the worst.
Oh, airlocks on
Sometimes
systems.
you just can't get it out.
I know. I don't know if I did or not. I just felt the pipe getting hot and then
So
the
what
return
job-
getting hot, but then I thought, that's it
burning
for me.
up, yeah.
I said to him, listen, check the hot water in the morning.
He just palmed it off. He just palmed it off, didn't you?
Just let me know. Yeah, haven't heard from him since, so hopefully.
The
he's,
boiler ends up firing up about 100 times trying to get it going. Airlocks are the worst. I'd
yeah.
love to know a good tip to really clear the airlocks.
Turn the
like
pump around. Take the heating pump off, turn it around.
Did you do that?
I didn't last night. I was just jerking it like a good one. Kept
Jerking
jerking
it?
No, just jerking it. That's what you do. Put it in between speeds 2 and 3. Let the power go off, then put it into 3 and it goes boom, boom. But then you can only do that so much.
So
if it's a big one, turn the
was
pump
job?
around.
He only...
I changed unvented cylinder like for like, but it wasn't like for like because the certain company who made the
Unvented, and you had an airlock.
yeah, because I had to drain the heating off the coil. Yeah.
Yeah.
Indirect. So the way it was piped up, I knew it as soon as I see it. I thought,
Pressurised though.
yeah, it's pressurized. You still get airlocks. You can get air
I
bubbles.
thought you was talking like a,
No, you can get
a
air bubbles.
traditional-
You can still get air bubbles in pressurized systems, Keiran. Come on.
I've never had that though on a.
Of course you can.
pressurised.
If you've got an if you've got an air bubble in a system,
Yeah.
and it won't move, it don't matter
I've
if it's
never actually
pressurized or
had
not.
that.
Yeah, you probably ain't worked on enough. Lack of experience.
I'll say you're a bad engineer.
No, mate, I'm really good. Anyway, so yeah, I done that last night. Got back late. Had to get it done because I'm here today.
I did see your stories last night and thought, damn, he's going to be tired today. He's going to be
Yeah, no, I'm
miserable.
all right, mate. I was up at 5. I went to bed at 1. I was up at 5.
You're going to crash about 1 o'clock.
Sleeping is for wimps.
So did you guess the election right?
Yeah. Everyone knew Labour was going to win, didn't they?
Who's that feeling?
Oh, new Prime Minister, Keir Starmer.
I think it needs a bit of a change and a shake up.
Needs a bit of a shake up, doesn't it?
Not that I look into it much, but
No, I don't.
as I'm getting older, I think I'd like to know a bit more. Not that I really care.
I don't do politics and I don't really speak on politics much. Do you know why? Because it says here, politics is a risky subject.
Yeah. All right, should we skip that one?
Yeah. I mean, well, nothing's going to change, is it? In my opinion, nothing's really going to change for the better for us, really.
No.
Is it?
You've got to live in your own bubble.
Yeah.
Best way to be.
Yeah,
Don't get caught up in the world.
Yeah, I don't want to listen to the news. I don't want to listen to who's in power. I don't care because whatever happens, we're all going to get striped up one way or another. Yeah, that's politics for you.
I'll start getting thoughts then that I won't.
Yeah, don't get any of them faults what we were talking about before, please.
It's all coming back to me.
Yeah. Anyway, right, okay. So we had some comments about Plumber Social, Helix Plumbing and Heating. Great live, guys. Really enjoyed the watch. Dave's. I don't want the heat pump, thanks.
And Dave's, yeah, that ended it well. Didn't
That
it?
was brilliant. That is what we call in the stand-up profession. Not that I'm a professional, as a callback.
Did you see Pointy's comment? I couldn't make sense of it.
What did it say?
I don't know if he was pissed or anything, but it said something about this team next year. A great four. Did you see that?
He wasn't drunk. He doesn't drink.
I don't drink. Yeah, I'm joking, Pointy.
Right.
If you watch it, I'm joking.
So he said, so funny. The team will be at next year's, as I believe together they just work.
Oh, right. So
So
he's
he
actually
wants us
employed Dave and Mark.
Okay.
He's employed them on our behalf. Thanks, Pointy. Thanks for that. So, Dave and Mark, if you're watching, apparently you're on next year's show as well.
So we can't get new guests.
Possibly not. No. We'll have to get Billy on as well, won't we?
Pair. Yeah, Billy's a good shout.
That was good, that was, wasn't it? Billy doing his bit.
I think Pointy should come on as a guest.
I think Pointy should come on as a guest.
Yeah.
He won't need a microphone, will he?
No. Yeah, Pointy would be a good one.
Yeah. Right. Go on. Who was the next one? Your turn. You're in blue.
Then we've got DW Plum Heat. He put well put together, boys.
Thanks, Dave. You was a part of it, as we've already discussed. Yeah.
I don't know if we said, but I think a massive well done to everyone.
Yeah.
Do you think that's our first ever live? The way it was done, like the equipment, edited, it looked like a good show, didn't it, for our first one? We're not like some TV company.
Do you want me to pat you on the back as well?
I'm not saying about me. Did I say me?
Well,
I'm saying everyone.
Let's pick ourselves up. Well,
No, but it's
no,
good
you're right. No, you're right. Because we've only been doing it 7 months.
I suppose we are. We're talking about us, but it's
We've
not.
only been doing it 7 months, and to go on and do a live show like that, and to be
film
fair,
it,
there weren't a lot of structure there, was it? We put a few bullet points together, and that was it. I went off topic a couple of times, but I thought Dave and Mark was a great addition. Billy coming in as well. Anything with audience interaction does well. Do you know what I mean? So I was pleased with it, the way it turned out. So, on Instagram comments, Quick Change Plumbing, one of the funniest moments ever between SMH Gas Specialist and DW Plum Heat. Please can we have more of these two? As discussed, looks like Pointy's already employed them for us for next year. So, and if Dave can be bothered to come down from Yorkshire, if he ever wants to come down from Yorkshire and sit on this desk with us and actually do a proper podcast, he's welcome to, and so is Mark, obviously.
This is not bigging us up, by the way. This is bigging up Pointy.
Oh, yeah, Pointy. And
because I think they need a bigger cinema room so more people can watch.
Well, I said this to Pointy, right? I don't know.
After?
I said the actual social.
Yeah.
You want a bigger area now, I think, because it's getting bigger.
Yeah.
It would be nice if the NEC gave us a room, wouldn't it, or something like that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, because it was big enough there, I think.
It was big enough,
and it's good because you got different bars. You got the.
It's good. It is good, but you think about it like getting to it. Great effort on everyone getting there because it's like half hour out the way of the NEC, innit, from where everybody's staying.
Kept it closer to
but if it was close to the NEC, I mean, it would be massive. It would be really massive. I think that would be brilliant if it was at the NEC. And maybe, Pointy, you will be looking into doing that next year or the year after. I don't know. Don't want to put any pressure on you, but as you've employed Dave and Mark for us, we will put the pressure back on you.
Yeah, basically, we need a bigger room for your audience that you get there.
Yeah.
Right then, Gaslab put that DW Plum Heat is hilarious. Unsure who the other guest was though. We know what he's going on about.
Yeah. They
work together.
They're work colleagues, didn't they? They work together. They like to just give each other a bit of jip here and there, don't they? Promo on Central Heat King's comments on more investment needed for electric combis. Maz Nico says, to be fair, not a crazy suggestion. I'd also say multiple smaller electric heaters closer to where you need the water can also be an option. Just run cold water to a bathroom and heat it there or under the kitchen sink. We just need cheap renewable energy to become available ASAP. Make him right. All we want is an easy way of heating hot water in it. Do you know what I mean? And like a bit of heat around. The thing is, right, I like seeing all these I see them all. I've worked on one now, like air source heat and all that. The amount that goes into it, like with like recalculating, like redesign systems for it. And then apparently the paperwork on it, I was talking to one of our mates in the group earlier was saying about it, the paperwork to do it.
What,
and
to get qualified and be part of the
not
scheme?
just that, and sign it off and get everything, like all the things you have to go through to get it. Oh, yeah, you know, I can't be bothered with it.
Yeah, to get onto the scheme of people getting grants to do it, it's not easy.
Oh, it's like hard graft, just the paperwork on it, so I've heard. So to me, paperwork, don't like it, so it's not a bit of me, that.
You got paper in front of you, mate.
Yeah, but I didn't work on it. I just read it. That's all right. Anyway.
Then we've got JBT Heating. I don't fully agree. There's issues with electric combis and how much power they need, etc. But you, as you right said, at Central Heat King, technology investment is key. Heat pumps are here to stay, and in the right circumstances, they are brilliant. We all know it's not one size fits all in this game. Just got to run with it, haven't we?
As I was just confirming, it's like you can't just put a heat pump on the system and expect it to work. It's all got to be redesigned and recalculated, isn't it? Like pipe runs, etc., DTs, index circuits.
I never went that in depth.
Yeah.
Like
I don't know any. To be honest, I don't know anything about heat
I was
pumps,
like,
really.
If that's advanced, I was like basic, intermediate.
Mate, I'm not into it. I don't really want to. I can't be bothered. Do you know what I mean? It's funny, innit?
You need people like that in the industry.
It's
though.
like Mark and Dave. Like when we set them up and selling a heat pump to him, like a man, 16 grand for telling somebody they're going to spend 16 grand on a heat pump, and how you get them to.
Do you think they ever gain that money back? You can't. Like, what's the reason? So if it's another 10k more than converting to a combi, like in energy bills.
Listen, it's another boom in it. Back in the 80s or 70s, 80s, you had the central heating boom. Yeah. Now they're looking for another boom, like within industry, and this is it, innit? Like it equates to like the renewable energy thing, which we're all trying to go green now. So this is the perfect thing to throw the money at and like trying to push on to people. But really, in the grand scheme of things, I know a lot of people probably won't agree with this, and it's probably not the way to look at it, but in the grand scheme of things, of the whole world, how much of the world's, like, Britain, of the carbon footprint, what percentage do we contribute to that bad side of it? 1%?
I think every.
I don't know, America, China, all these countries. Like, you go to America.
But anything makes a difference. That guy I was speaking about.
What about electric cars then? What about electric cars then?
What, making a difference to the?
What difference does it make?
You're not using fuel.
Where do they make electricity, Keiran?
Wind turbines.
No, they don't.
Yeah, obviously, like it's not going to cure it completely, but it all makes a small difference.
But it's sort of like they use like not nuclear energy. They use like fossil fuel energy in that to make electricity, don't they? In power plants and stuff.
Yeah,
nuclear is the clean way, in it.
It might be less than running on.
But
fuel.
what about getting rid of the car batteries, Keiran?
Yeah, but you've got to run on something.
Yeah, but what
there's
happens
negatives
to
and
them?
positives with everything, but maybe that way is a better way.
But you know what? How much does it cost though? Because everyone's looking at it as a way of saving money. But how much does it cost now to like fuel, like to charge your car?
Yeah, that's the consumer's problem. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not like the global issue, like ruining the bloody world.
But there was incentives before to say that it was cheaper for you to.
They can
put
the prices out anytime.
Yeah, it'll all go up, won't it?
Yeah, everyone will go electric, and it'd be like boom.
Yeah.
Because fuel, the costs have got to be similar around the world. If the UK are running that electric, they can do what they want.
I don't know if he knows what he's talking about.
It's their economy.
I don't really know what he's talking about. To be honest, I don't know enough about it
I
to
don't
comment
either.
on it. I just think, listen, we're all getting spanked one way or another, aren't we? Like we said at the beginning, don't matter what government's in, we're all going to get spanked one way or another.
But that guy I was speaking to, we're all guilty of it. He said you know when people say, "Oh, it's pointless doing anything because it ain't gonna make a difference," but he said chucking a bit of rubbish on the floor is making a difference. So like the small things make a difference, even though you feel like you need a bloody army to make a difference.
Chucking a bit of rubbish on the floor is making a difference. Or do you mean
Yeah.
picking it up?
You're picking either way. It doesn't matter which way you look at it. Chucking it on the floor means you're creating a problem. Picking it up means you're solving the problem.
Yeah. Well, nobody likes to see rubbish on the floor, do they?
No. But yeah, it's just a point he said. Right, should we not go down this rabbit hole?
We're already down it, mate.
I don't think we know enough about it. I just see the comment. So we put on there, ask Keiran and Pete a question. We do that every week.
Yeah.
Shall I let you read the second one?
No, you read the second
All
one. Right. So, Crookshank Plumbing said, when's the podcast going on tour? Already done it, mate.
We
At Plumber Social. We went to Birmingham and that
we
was
spoke
it.
about this, though. Not going on like a proper tour, but planning the...
There are different events that we might be able to do it at, isn't there?
Yeah.
Not as such we going on tour, but there are different events possibly that we might pop up at. You never know. You never know. We'll keep you informed.
Imagine if we actually went on and done a tour.
Keep thinking big, Keiran. Keep thinking big.
I always think
We only got 152 views on the last video.
I always think big.
But I like it. That's optimism. That's
Right.
optimism. I wouldn't be able to do Tuesday mornings, Wednesday mornings, or Friday mornings because I take the kids to school. You know what I mean? So we'd have to keep it
They
to.
can come on a tour bus.
Yeah, could they?
Don't worry about it.
We'll have to do it in the summer holidays.
We're homeschool them on the coach.
Oh, not you and your homeschooling. Jesus, not with the topic you was talking about before
We just
school.
take
That's a
some-
different history subject, isn't it? Crikey.
We take some books on the coach.
Yeah. Colouring
That's
books.
further down the line. But
T-
don't say it will never happen.
Yeah, no, I'm optimistic on everything on this, mate.
I never planned to do a
I
tour
think it's
anyway.
going to go places, mate. Places. You know what I mean? Hello, you wonderful listeners and watchers. Just pumping the brakes on this exciting episode to let you know about Keiran's app that's changing the game in the gas certificate world.
If you're sick and tired of doing gas certificates on paper, then Gas Certificate app is your way forward. But it wouldn't be an app worth talking about if that's it. With no hassle, you can manage your diaries, invoices and quotes for all your jobs so you'll never be chasing paperwork again.
Don't forget those boiler manuals. I can tell you how many times I've been looking at a boiler and thinking, what the? Thankfully, the in-app boiler manuals have saved me and got me out of quite the pinch.
If it's helped Pete here, then Gas Certificate app will definitely help you, especially with its easy-to-use gas reg calculator and the extremely handy ability to duplicate certs. Brilliant for when you're doing your annual services on previous jobs.
And for the icing on the cake, it has a complete offline mode. So if you're on a job in the middle of nowhere or servicing a boiler in the basement of a building with no signal, you've still got access to everything the app has to offer to keep you working hard.
So click the link down below or in the description. Use the code POD30 to get 30% off yearly subscriptions. That's for all new users. That's POD30 for 30% off our yearly subscriptions for new users. And then Bethany put, I need Keiran's hair care.
There's a woman that watches this, is there? God,
Who's Bethany?
I don't know who Bethany is.
Bethany wrote, I need Keiran's hair care routine. He's like Rapunzel. I don't know if that's a compliment or not. Rapunzel, can you get me a photo? of Rapunzel?
Keiran, let down your hair.
1 minute I'm Terminator, now I'm Rapunzel.
She loves your hair. She loves
Does
it.
she?
She thinks, what product does he put in that
Yeah,
to
but
keep
she's
it?
never
looking-
seen it down, so how would she know what my hair's
No,
like?
I think she see that Predator picture.
Yeah, that was wet.
Just as long as she's not getting wet over it, I don't care.
Rapunzel. climbing to the
There you
floor.
go. Look, you're a bloody Disney princess, Keiran. That's what she's saying.
I knew I was going to be a woman.
Yeah.
That's why I played with Barbies when I was younger.
Did ya? I bet you
No.
did, didn't ya? Because
Action
because a lot of kids do. Like when they're around their
Yeah.
mums a lot. Like their mums
Yeah, because
will.
I grew up mainly with my mum from 8 anyway.
So you was an only child.
Yeah.
Ah. See, I wasn't. I got a sister. Did you know that?
I'm not an only child now.
Did I ever tell you about my sister?
No.
Ah.
I don't know if I knew.
You didn't know? Yeah, my
I must
sister.
have.
She's one of them girls, right? She's one of them girls. I love her, right? She's one of them girls. She walks in the room, right? And as soon as she walks in the room with that smile on her face, everyone thinks slag. But she proper slag my sister.
What's her number? I'm joking.
She was she did like a bit of cock, bless her.
That's not nice. Do you still see her and speak to
Don't
her?
speak to her much anymore, no. We sort of fell out because she went through the whole football team. Like, I played for a football team.
Yeah.
She shagged the goalkeeper. She shagged the linesman. You know what I mean? They caught her in the fucking shed with white chalk on her arsehole one day.
No way.
Mate, honestly. It was
Are you sure
embarrassing.
you want to say this?
It's embarrassing, right? But what I say, right, I come from piss takers, basically.
Do you know what's so funny?
What?
At the start, we're like, oh, we're going through what we're going to talk about. We're not going on
I know.
some
Where are we
random
going now? We're talking about my
chalk
sister.
on- Yeah, your sister.
I was brought up with piss takers. We can say what we want. So the actual fact of the matter is, right, I haven't got a sister, right? She was made up by my mates because I didn't have a sister or brother, my only child, right? So my mates, because they didn't have anything on me, actually invented the fact that I had a sister so they could absolutely batter the shit out of her. And every single one of them shagged her. Every single one of them.
How did you get
My
so-
mate, we was in the pub, right?
Did you like fall out with these people?
No. We just in the pub and it's banter, and I've always been around piss takers.
So you're
My mate-
bantering your sisters getting shagged
my
by
mate
your mate.
turned around to me. He went, Pete. He went, if you had a sister, she'd be a right slag. He went, we'd have all fucked her. I went, what?
I thought you're not
And
meant
do you know
to
what? It went on and on and on, right? And the fact that we'd be sitting with other football teams and everyone's going, here, Pete, your sister would be fucking doing this. Do you know what I mean? I shagged your sister last night.
What do
This
you
sort
mean?
of thing, right?
You're saying if you had a sister, you had a sister?
I didn't
though.
have a sister. No, I didn't. They made her up. My mates made her up just so they could take the piss out of me.
Oh, so you don't have a sister?
I don't have a sister, no. I have a fictional sister
Okay.
from my mates, right? Because
But
my
you
mate,
said you
my
fell
mates,
out with your
No,
sister.
but I did.
Did you shag her as well? Then?
Nearly. I could have done. Right, I could have done. I painted my nails once. Do you know what I mean? But what happened, right? So that's what they would do. They got at me like that, and every
So
single
they
one.
said a woman was your sister, but she weren't.
It come to the point where I was actually starting to get offended by it. I was going, that's my sister you're talking about. And then I had to check myself and thought to myself, well, I ain't actually got a sister, have I? But it's still offensive, even though she's not real, but all of my mates have banged her. Do you know what I mean?
Well, that
So, yeah.
was a bit of a ride of a story.
I know, it's weird, isn't it? But it just come to me when you said only child. I was thinking, well, I'm an only child, but actually, technically, I'm not because I've got a fictional sister made up by my friends who like to take piss out of me. one way or
I
another.
think we should do an episode about us, like
What's this overtime then, you prick? What? This is.
but more like because no one really knows us.
I've
do
really
they?
gone into swear mode now. Ruined.
No one really knows us.
Can we bleep the swear words? Like, can we? Can we bleep them? Like, because every week I ask this, right? So, our editor, can you bleep the swear words? Because I really don't like the swearing on our podcast anymore. I'm trying to cut it down, right? But I just sometimes I go a bit Tourette.
We'll speak to this about after then.
Yeah, right. Anyway, do you want a banger?
Back to your sister.
I'll introduce you.
No, I'm alright.
Lovely girl. Even like I don't know if my mum is aware of what my mate said.
Do you know what
I'm
I'm
sure
more worried
she'd be.
about?
Do you know what she'd be
Do you know what
upset
I'm more
about?
worried
She's
about?
a Catholic.
My little sisters listen to this, I think.
Oh no, really?
Yeah.
You just said you're an only child. That don't work.
But then I said I'm not now.
Oh right, okay.
Do you know what the funny thing is? Let me mention this. She won't mind. So I messaged my sister. So it's my dad's had 2 kids with someone else.
Mm.
And I said, because I was meant to be going round there and it's my sister's birthday, 2 sisters. And I said, oh, is my dad there? And she was like, Keiran, it's our dad.
Oh yeah.
I was like, oh, sorry. And she said, from now on, you call him our dad, not your dad, okay? I was like, okay, no worries. But when you're used to growing up as an only
Yeah.
child, it's hard to...
Oh, well, I'm only.
Dad.
It's not like I'm an only child because of my parents' situation, obviously. Like because we've already mentioned it could have been hereditary. That's why my mum and dad didn't have any more kids. That's why. And if they had have done, they would have probably got the disease, like AIDS in this case. or some sexual disease by the sounds of it. Because my sister, she was probably spreading it around everywhere. If she was real, wouldn't she? Probably all right there, son.
Just going back to about
Abby's like, I can't see in the light. Is she like not like liking this bit now?
Pete. Just going back to
she's thinking I'm kind of
about doing this episode about us. What I
Yes.
meant was because not a lot of people, like if people are watching us, it's good for them to know where we've come from, our backgrounds, what we've done.
yeah.
So maybe we should do like question each other.
Yeah, all right, yeah.
So people
Do you
can
want
learn.
pictures?
So people can. I can see your sister. Like bring her in.
Yeah. I've got her. She's in a porno.
We can share some videos.
She went right down here.
But no, I think it'd be good for people to actually know who we are as
Wasn't
people.
good. Right? Yeah.
What do you
I
reckon?
think one of my mates actually fathered a child with her. So there's another fictional character out there. My nephew.
So you don't know how many nephews you got.
No, I think 2 or 3. I think a referee's one of is a father as well to one of them.
You just say you're the dad now.
No, I'm not a dad to. No, that's wrong, isn't it? Oh, God.
Well, you've
That's
said-
even wrong if
you've
she's
made it
fictional.
up.
Talking about
You've
that.
made
innit?
it up. You ought
Yeah.
to just be the dad now.
No,
Just change role.
no. Can't go that far, Keiran, with it. You know what I mean? But it was funny, though, like when they used to say that to me in the pub.
Have we got any like important information? Any constructive? Any?
Right, so what I was talking about before was you said to me the other week you need to watch that programme. What was it called?
Dancing with the Devil.
Dancing with the Devil. Has anyone seen Dancing
This
with
is
the Devil?
taking us down the rabbit hole, Pete.
No, it ain't taking us down the rabbit hole. We don't have to go down the rabbit hole what you was talking about before. I don't know how we got onto that, right? But this is like basically, if you haven't seen Dancing with the Devil, have a look at it, right? Because it's about TikTok dancers and how they got bought into this cult, right? And how they lost touch with their families and that. They're like young adults. And it was all this program around it and their family trying to get back to him, and this guy who was in charge of the cult, he had like subpoenas against him.
They call
and
it a
stuff.
church, don't they?
Yeah, it was a
They've-
church,
yeah.
wasn't it? But basically the church, what they was trying to say was that the church, all these TikTok dancers come into this cult and they was doing all their videos and like content, and the money that they was accumulating was going back into the church. So the cult leader was taking all their money and then not letting them see their families and this, that and the other. But I looked at this with cynicism as I was watching it, and I thought to myself, I'm not too sure if the reality TV now is going on another step. Yeah, because we all know what reality TV is. Like, you got your Towies, you got your Chelseas, you know what I mean? Love Island and all that nonsense, yeah? But the reality TV now is actually drawing us in more. So I said to you, did you TikTok her? Did you have a look at her
Yeah,
on TikTok?
on
You did?
Instagram, I think.
On Instagram,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So you've gone into it, ain't you? You've drawn yourself into it.
Because you want to see if she's still doing it.
Yeah, you've drawn yourself
they
into
are.
it, ain't you? And the same with like Baby Reindeer. When we spoke about Baby Reindeer, you actually get involved. You see Piers Morgan interviewing this woman, and the whole thing becomes more like, if you want to call it like 4D. I don't know if
But
it's
it's scary, like how manipulated these people can be, and it's almost like they're hypnotized to.
Oh.
They use God as a power and be like if you don't do this, you're going to hell. And like,
oh yeah, there's that. That's the cult thing, isn't it? But
Yeah.
but how true is the whole thing? Is what I'm getting at. How what is it made of? Has somebody seen something that is not as bad as what they make it out to be? Yeah,
Yeah,
and
but
then
their families are on there.
I know their families are on there, but who's to say their families ain't part of it? Do you know what I mean? Who's to say their
It's
families?
very hard to act. Like if
They
you,
must be getting paid for the
You
documentary.
just got to look at the family's reactions and emotions. It's very
Yeah.
hard to act that.
Is it? Is
They're
it?
crying. Like it's very hard to act.
Is
that.
it? Is
Yeah.
it? It's like, this even with Baby Reindeer, it's like they're making millions out of it. Both sides of it. Do you know what I mean? She wasn't known. She's probably going to make a load of money out of it, isn't she? You know what I mean? But we're all drawn into it more than just watching it on the TV, is what I'm getting at. Do you know what I mean? And I think it's done for a particular reason. Whether or not they've been manipulated into that by the TV production companies to do it and as well, who knows? But it's just reality TV, I've noticed, is changing more, where you're actually now getting involved. The audience is like all part of it. And that's my point on it. But it was quite a good watch.
No, it was good, yeah. All this stuff opens your eyes up. Social media is opening your eyes. There was a interview with Katie Hopkins and Andrew Tate. That was quite an interesting watch.
I was watching a bit of that, and I fell asleep for it because it was probably about 2:00 in the morning. That's when I watch all these podcasts.
She's been banned from countries and everything.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, South Africa, she was banned from, wasn't she?
It's all evidence. Like, people that speak up are getting cancelled. That's proof right there that what they're talking is the truth because they're scared of it getting exposed.
People are getting silenced, and there's a freedom of speech. They say about freedom of speech, but you haven't really, have you? You are, to an effect, you are quite what's the word? I forget me words now.
You are controlled in some way.
Yeah.
You are. Like, there's no freedom.
There's certain things we can't say.
They only
we
let
can't
you
talk
talk
about what you was talking about before, can we?
They only let you talk about what they want you to talk about.
Yeah.
So that you haven't got freedom.
No.
And all this digital currency they're building in the banks, where they're trying to get rid of cash. It's all control.
And that is for another show.
Should I finish on a lighter note? Are we nearly done?
I really could finish now because I've had 2 mugs of tea and I really need to go to the toilet.
So on a lighter note,
Yep.
I was going to say outside of the show, but
Hey, listen, right. I'm talking of that, right. So when I was like my girlfriend, right. I just go off on tangents tonight. Hold on, he's in. Hold on, he's here. Hold on. 5 minutes. 5 minutes.
Sorry about
Wilson.
this, Pete.
So she had to go to the toilet yesterday. She talked to me. She said, I really need to go to the toilet, but I'm 17 miles away from a toilet. So, what do I do, right? Just what do I do?
Say it again.
So she really wanted to go to the toilet.
Oh, this is nice.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're sharing this.
Yeah, she really wanted to go to the toilet. Right, she's in a car journey going 17 miles. She goes, I don't know how long.
You was with her?
No, I wasn't. She's with her
Okay.
mum. Right, they're in a car journey going to this place. Right, and she goes, I really need to go to the toilet. I'm busting. So I sent her this.
Where would you? Is that your toilet?
Make me want to go now.
That's cruel.
She said, carry on, Peter. You'll be doing something to yourself tomorrow instead. Do you know what I mean?
So on a lighter note,
On a light note, yeah.
I was looking at you actually. You look a little bit slimmer. So it's around you wanting to get healthy and fit.
Yeah.
It's a challenge I think we should do.
Right. Go on. What is it?
I think we should climb one of the 3 peaks.
Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, I'll do it.
Will that get you motivated to actually,
Do you want me to come to
Try
the gym
it.
with you?
if you want?
I've got to go week
You
here.
live on the other side of the water.
Oh, yeah, I'll swim it.
Back climbing a mountain.
Yeah, I'll climb a mountain. Easy.
Yeah,
Can I take me vape?
now you're going to do it. Is it going to push you to get
Yeah, I'll
fitter
get
and
fit.
healthier?
I'll get fit and healthy.
So when we doing it?
No.
October
Yeah, let's do it.
or September?
October.
Shake on it.
Yeah. My hands wet because I washed them.
Like, I would
I'm
like
not-
to
I'm
do
not
all
filth
3.
bag.
But
I'll do all 3.
should
Do
we
it
do
stand
all
up.
3?
Do it
There
stand
is
on my
there
head.
is a challenge, but we'll just do all 3 and however long it takes.
I'll do it standing on my head. Yeah, I'll do it. I'm well up for that. I've always
So we
wanted to
do
do
the
that.
3
I can only
peaks?
do it with someone I know though, so that'd be nice.
Me and you.
Yeah, we'll do it.
3
Stop
peaks.
Stop talking in the background, you two.
I was just saying I have to go up with you.
Yeah.
Film it.
Yeah, that's all right, Robbie. Getting paid for it, ain't you? Stop moaning
Just
then.
making sure he was okay with it.
Right, on that note, we'll see you on the next episode.
See you on the next episode. Thanks for joining.
All right, this has been another episode of Off the Job podcast.
Thanks for watching the show on YouTube or listening on Spotify, Amazon Music, Apple Podcast, and all other streaming platforms.
If it's your first time watching or not, make sure to subscribe below and follow us on all the big social media stuff like Facebook, Instagram, TikTok.
For our overtime show on Monday, send us in your stories and comments for it to be read out on the show. Send it in via email, direct message through our social media accounts, or WhatsApp us on 07457 406 259.
And we'll see you on the next episode.